panel is a Rorschach test. It's one simple drawing, but it will mean something different to everyone who sees this video. Classic comic fans will notice a similarity to Steve Ditko or the expressiveness of Jim Steranko. Manga fans might notice the Uzumaki-like influence of Junji Ito. Fine artists might notice the incredible 10,000-hour control that Lydia has over a dip pen on Bristol board. And aspiring comic artists might suddenly pause and scrub backward to make sure they heard the words Bristol board correctly, because they were just about to ask what kind of paper Lydia uses when she does traditional comic art. Some will notice how ink-encrusted the pen is. Some will despise that. Others will find it oddly satisfying to see the evidence of those previously mentioned 10,000 hours. Someone pedantic will notice some lines that aren't evenly spaced. Someone else will respond to them and tell them that, well, that's kind of the point when you embrace the unpredictable human chaos of traditional comic inking. And of course, content creators will be amazed that we took one simple inking video and managed to hold your attention for a full minute.
So I picked this up today, Marvel Secret Wars number 8. This is where Spider-Man gets the black suit, and what Marvel's doing is they're reissuing these legendary comics. I got the foil glossy format, and of course it's not an original printing. This was 1984, I think, is when this first came out, but at least you can get to see the story. So the superheroes are transported to a strange planet by a force from beyond the universe. I assume they're referring to the Beyonder. So all these superheroes are going after Dr. Doom in his fortress. And you see Enchantress is in there, Molecule Man, Volcana, the Lizard and the Claw are stuck in a dungeon. And in this scene right here, they're just beating the crap out of She-Hulk, all these villains. Doc Ock, Absorbing Man, Doc Ock throws her against a piece of rock here, or steel. I don't know what all that's about. You see Ultron protecting Dr. Doom, who's in bad shape. You got Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Iron Man. A lot of cool fight scenes in here. Absorbing Man takes things, rock skin off of him. That's pretty crazy. I like this joke right here, where he says, Hawkeye the Archer, boy, you're gonna need Hawkeye the MASH Doctor, from the TV show MASH. That was cool and funny. Enchantress seduces Hulk. She tries to seduce Captain America, but he's not having it. He's like, nah, I'm alpha. Hits her with a shield. Spider-Man's getting his workout in there, flipping around. A lot of cool fight scenes. Cool comic, man. They're fighting Ultron right here, who I guess Torch goes supernova and melts his circuits. He blows a big old hole in the fortress, and then they're trying to help She-Hulk. This is funny here because the villains, I guess, are stuck in this area right here, and they start playing patty cake with one another. I don't know what that's about. Like, oh, we resolved our differences. Yeah, so now they took over the Doom Fortress, and they're putting all the villains in their different jail cells. And I thought this was a cool interaction here, where Iron Man says, I'm curious, were you surprised there was a black man under the metal? And Reed Richards says, I never gave it a thought. I knew there was a man under there. And then I did some research, and I guess there's some comments on Reddit that said, this is actually Rhodey that's in here. because I guess at the time Tony Stark and Rhodey were taking turns in the Iron Man suit, and just so happened when they were transported to this planet, it was Rhodey that was in the Iron Man suit. So I didn't know that. I'm just going off of comments I read somewhere else, so hopefully that's accurate, but that's pretty cool. And this is when Spider-Man gets the black suit. I guess Thor goes in this room and he gets his helmet repaired and his cape, and Spider-Man's, oh, cool, you got your clothes repaired. Oh yeah, there just happens to be a machine in there that repairs clothes. What? So Spider-Man sticks his head in this random machine to get his suit repaired, and that's when the black material, the symbiote, I guess, comes out of this machine. So I guess that's Venom. So he gets it out of a random clothes machine. I didn't realize that. And then boom, it overtakes his body, and now he's in the black suit. And then it ends with Professor X contacting these heroes saying Galactus is getting ready to eat the planet. So, hey man, this is pretty cool. It's in stores now. You can get the regular version or the glossy version, but if you want to kind of read up on what Secret Wars maybe is going to be like when they get to the movie, there you go.
Chunky sketchbook tutorial, I think. I'm using this drawing as an example. First, make an epic background. Huzzah! Add some stickers, doodles, or any other finishing touches, and you're done. I hope this helped. Sorry you was kinda rushed. Lighty out!
To everyone who's been asking me what I use to create my artworks, this is the app. It's called Art Set 4. This is my color palette, the brush I use. Here's how it looks on the canvas, and then you can blend it with another color.
Are you sick of me? Would you like to be? I'm trying to tell you something.
Goodbye clouds of gray, hello skies of blue.
mini dudes, today is a sketchbook day. Two things before we get into the thick of it. One is I'm extremely congested because I've been fighting the same cold for 2 weeks. And two is that the art is kind of mediocre today. I don't say that trying to put myself down. I say that because I've been drawing long enough to know where my weaknesses are, and a big weakness is buildings and environments. So I forced myself to work on that today. And I will be honest with you, it was not fun. But being somebody that wants to make comics eventually, it's something I have to work on. I recognize that the best way to work on that would be learning proper perspective. But to be completely honest with you, ripping out my own fingernails one by one sounds like a better time than that. But that's just me being unnecessarily stubborn. I will have to learn it eventually. Until that day, doing some mediocre rough sketches will be good enough for now. The surprise of the day was finding out that I really liked drawing that weird little cyberpunk dystopian building. I might actually try and make a finished piece of that. But that is all for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Later, Tater!
Come start a new sketchbook with me. I'm trying a new primary set of gouache from M. Graham, and while the paint is very nice, it comes out pretty much ready to work with, and I noticed I was adding way too much water. In the end, I got the hang of it, and am pretty happy with how the piece turned out. Let me know what you think.
Esse é o Atlas, é o brabo da putaria.
Tá gostosa, só que é sosa, sosa, senta palavrão. Tá gostosa, só que é sosa, sosa, senta palavrão.
اليوم سوخت انت یادم بری بچه ایرونی دلش پر درده کاش بگی برا تو هم خیلی سخته تو آبستونه ولی همه سرده اليوم سوخت انت یادم بری افتادی تو تله اون که توشیش میرابطه نی متله کردم تشم میبینی که تسر اوله این نمه سادم کردم تله فکرم نمیزه بیرون سر جسو زیر سیف همش خود اوله
Fun things to add to your sketchbook, part 6. It's super easy to draw an elephant. Here's how.
wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name.
Here's a super easy way to fill your sketchbook. Draw a bunch of thin leaves on a page in one color, and then go in and do the same thing with a couple other colors. Be sure to keep your color palette very limited to add a cohesive look. It will look like a cool, modern wallpaper when you're done.
You look like a girl.
Am I a pretty girl?
Oh, well, you're beautiful.
Why do I have a sketchbook full of squares and rectangles? Nobody asked, and I will tell you. Whenever I've got some downtime at work, or waiting on a train, or etc., I like to make these little mini comics. They're not as complicated as my regular work, so I can pre-make all of these panels, and when I have an idea, the page is ready to go.
Fashion is the most powerful art there is. It's movement, design, and architecture all in one.
They think I'm hiding in the shadows, but I am the shadows.
It's the way I rest.
A while ago, I picked up a blank Joker comic book cover and decided to doodle on it with pens. As a kid, I used to draw the Joker all the time, as he had one of the most expressive faces of any comic book character. I wasn't all too satisfied with the first Joker I drew, so I continued to draw more variations of him as I went. I was reminded of all the different Joker characters that have been invented in both comic books and movies, all equally insane in their own ways. I illustrated each Joker differently by adding my own variations, but still retaining the iconic grin that I'm addicted to drawing. After I finished the faces, I went all out with my white Jelly Roll pens to add highlights. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I'm thinking I'll do a Batman comic book cover next. Let me know what you think.
I don't feel sad. I don't feel anything. It's a filthy world we live in. It's a filthy, goddamn, helpless world.
This is my travel bag, Pentel 0.9 pencil. This thing is amazing. I love it. I love the 0.9 size. Oh, this is Neox graphite. Have you bought this yet? You should. 1.0 Winsor Newton. Beautiful. This thing is bold, thick. It's awesome. Really nice ink. Doesn't fade. Highly recommended. This is the pigment brush. Warning, if you erase over this, it does not hold into the paper very well. It is hyper waterproof. It's great for filling in big black spots. If I need it to be nice and pretty, I just roll it back up and it's nice and tight. The Bic Crystal. Boom! Is this a brush? No! Instant buy. The Presto Whiteout. I think it comes from nuclear waste. Don't care. Use it every day. I do use whiteout at home. I use Pro White with a brush and some water. Oh my god, even the fumes right now. This has gone into my bloodstream. I'm positive.